Balloon Beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. We're here for the pregame. I'm your host, Patrick Hensey, joined today by the man who's never had Chick-fil-A, never learned how to ride a bike. We got Brian DeGennaro. How we doing, Brian?
Well, I'm pretty good today, Pat. How are you?
I can tell you love the intro. You're not fantastic, though.
No, you
No.
brought me down a little bit. I was fantastic until you brought all that
Sorry,
stuff
Brian.
up again.
I'm sorry. But listen, shout out to everybody currently in the chat. We're finally back with a night game. Yankees' last night game was what? Last Wednesday? Because Friday was a day game, Saturday's a day game, Sunday's a day game. But let's take attendance / roll call. You guys know the deal. Shout out to G Duck Gaming, Lori, Jesse Dominguez, Stevie Bats, Michael, MYY Talks. We got Liam Williams, Dog Hunting, Yoelvis and Tenza, KG Baseball, Ben Wilson, Higashioka, boom, 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 with Higgy in the lineup today. CJ, Julio, KG Baseball again, Mookie the Goat, Alex, Boxy. Sorry if I missed anybody. Hope everyone's having an awesome night / day. We got a Yankees game tonight against the Blue Jays. Listen, I hate playing the Blue Jays, especially on the road, but we're not in Buffalo this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sean was on the post game yesterday. Yeah, me and Sean were going over this. The pronunciation of where they're playing. Apparently, it's Dunedin. I'm claiming it's Dundon. Like, I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody who's from Dunedin, but like, it's just not as fun to say as Dundon.
It's not hard to say.
It's
Dunedin.
not hard, but it's just it's not necessary just to say Dunedin. It's Dundon.
It's not Dunedin. It's Dunedin.
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 Do you need in? All right, so let's take a look at the lineup for tonight. A little bit of a switch up, and I like it. I have to admit, I'm a fan of what Aaron Boone did with the lineup tonight. LeMahieu, and then Stanton, Judge. Judge is out of the 2-hole. You put Judge in the 3-hole, and then stand back-to-back with Judge for the first time since when? Like 2018, maybe?
It's been a while, yeah.
Love to see that. And then Torres, Urshela, Frazier's back in the lineup. Love to see that as well.
Yeah.
Odor back at second base. That means Jay Bruce has another day off. Hopefully Odor could produce tonight. Higashioka is catching, and Talkman 9. Higashioka is catching for Cole.
Yeah, I don't love that. I mean, it's what, the 10th game of the season. This is Cole's third start. We've already seen 2 of them with Higashioka playing, and I'm not a fan of it, man. Especially since Gary's looked good so far this year, right? We can admit that. I mean, it's only 10 games in. But he's looked good, so we have to expect that he's going to continue that trend, and he'll be the starting catcher for the rest of the season. And if that's the case, he's going to be starting in the postseason. So shouldn't Cole be getting every opportunity to pitch to Sanchez?
No, yeah, I mean, I agree wholeheartedly. My only thing is, like, there has to be something more to it, right? Like, there has to be something behind the scenes where Cole is just like, I'm so much more comfortable with Higashioka on the mound. We have such a good chemistry. I want to pitch to him. That's the only way I could assume. But Cole just doesn't seem like that type of guy to me. You know what I mean?
And the fact is that the pitching staff has been great this year, and Gary's been catching most of the time. So you have to
Yeah.
think that he's calling good games. You know, he's making the right adjustments, he's making the right calls behind the plate. So you would think that Cole would be on board with that. So I don't know. It's such a weird situation because Higgy was basically Cole's personal catcher last year, right? So
Yeah. Oh yeah, for the most part. I mean, but that's exactly my thing. Gary has been the Yankees' best hitter so far this season, right?
oh yeah,
So
he's looked
if he
great.
keeps this up throughout the year, which he likely won't, because we know Gary's a very streaky hitter and
No,
he's going to hit a low point eventually.
sure,
But going into the playoffs, like you want Gary Sanchez catching every single game for you because
yeah,
you need his bat in the lineup, and it's not like you could DH him because you have Giancarlo Stanton, who's your sole DH.
right,
So you need Gary Sanchez to catch game one for Garrett Cole. Like, and if he doesn't really have that experience throughout the season, you don't want like their second time catching throughout the season in game one of the playoffs. You
exactly,
know what I mean?
exactly. But even more so than that, why are you feeding into this narrative? You know, there was this
Exactly.
constant. They were constantly pushing back in the offseason. Oh no, Higashioka is not Cole's personal catcher. No, we're gonna play Gary with him. So why would you start Higashioka 2 Cole starts in a row? It doesn't look good.
Yeah, and like I kind of feel bad for Gary because like he's
Yeah.
improved so much this offseason, not only offensively but defensively as well. Like his defense is
Oh
has
yeah,
improved.
he's looked
And
good. I mean, he's had a couple of gaffes in the field, but
no,
it's gonna
sure.
happen. But like I said, he's calling good games, and that's what's so important as a catcher.
All I'm gonna say is, like we said, it's Cole's third start of the season. He has plenty more to make.
Sure.
But if Gary is on the bench for Cole's next start as well,
Yeah. Then I'm
that's
worried.
troubling. Like
Yeah.
I'll actually be concerned that like they're actually going the personal route with like
Yeah.
Cole Higgy personal catcher. Last year I didn't mind it too much because Gary was atrocious. Like last
yeah.
season, Higgy was a significant upgrade, even
Yeah.
offensively than Gary.
Yeah, that was fine.
But
But
this
if
year
Gary's
it's like
hitting like this,
you
he
want
can't
his
be,
bat in the lineup.
Yeah, he can't be sitting on Cole's days.
Let's take a look at a couple of the comments. Mookie the Goat says, "Has Brian tried Chick-fil-A?" You know, story time. Brian tried going there yesterday.
Yeah,
They
wouldn't
didn't
me
let him in for some reason. I don't know why.
Weirdest thing.
Yeah, I have no idea. Brian, would you be fantastic if the Yankees won 25-0?
I would be ecstatic.
Oh, not that's
Yeah,
like one
that's
level
a
up, right?
step
Okay.
above fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, love that. Ben Wilson says it's a beautiful day in Florida. Yankees bats should be hot. I wouldn't know because I don't live in Florida, but apparently Ben does,
Boom,
and it's a
boom, boom.
beautiful day there.
Oh yeah.
Higashioka, boom, boom, boom. Love the lineup tonight as well. Yeah, listen, I think that like this was a much needed kind of like shake up in the lineup. I think like every so often it's okay to kind of like move Judge out of the 2 hole. It's not
Yeah.
like the whole world is gonna burn. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, and like you said, I'm really excited to see Stanton and Judge back to back. We haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah. Let's see. Swainer has a hot take. Odor goes 3 for 4 with a homer, single, double, and a walk, also a pop out.
Wow.
But I have another hot take. I don't even know if this is a hot take. That pop out is gonna be bat flipped.
What?
Swainer also says we need Cole to win today because we have 2 question marks starting the next 2. And if Cole is most comfy with Higgy, then let Higgy catch it. We need this win locked up.
Yeah, no, I mean, we've seen so far this season, Cole is not getting the run support that he needs, but he's had solid starts. So I think the key really is the offense. I'm not so worried about Cole. He's going to come out and perform like he always does. But the offense needs to wake up. And we saw that yesterday, so hopefully they just continue that. That was a much-needed win.
I think that this series is big for the Yankees just because I think when Toronto came to Yankee Stadium, they took 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, why do I have such bad memory? I can't remember something from last week.
It's like one series goes by and I completely forget.
I'm pretty
Toronto,
sure.
Yeah, they took 2 out of 3. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So listen, if the Yankees could take 2 out of 3 in Dunedin,
You got it.
in Dundon, I think that would be exceptional, especially because the Yankees have, like Swainer said, Cole in game 1 tonight, and then the next 2 are question marks. I believe it's Kluber, Tyone. So
Yeah.
wait, it's not Kluber, is it? Yeah, it is Kluber, Tyone.
It's Tyone Kluber.
I'm so smart, bro. Let's go. But no, yeah, I think that winning tonight would be huge, just to kind of like set the pace for the series. But
Yeah,
we
you
got
got
Jalen in the chat.
Hey, what's up?
Shout out
buddy?
to Jalen. Love Jalen. Let's see what we got.
Hey,
Swainer
good.
says, Last year, Yu Darvish had Victor Caratini as his personal catcher, and Wilson Contreras sat when Darvish was pitching, and Contreras is an elite catcher. I think it's different when you're in like a postseason situation, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And when Cole is your ace, he's going to be starting game ones, game sevens. Like he's going to be pitching a lot. So you need Gary to be familiar catching him.
Yeah, I mean, here's my thing. It's like I wouldn't be opposed to Higgy catching the majority of Cole starts, but
Yeah,
like I would say Gary needs to catch at least like 10 to 15 of them.
yeah, definitely. He barely caught him last year, so they
Yeah.
need to get that rapport down.
Ben Wilson says I got $40 riding on the Yankees winning by at least 2 tonight.
Wow.
I like Ben's confidence. I'm not gonna lie. Who's
Love
pitching
it.
for the Blue Jays?
Robbie Ray.
Robbie Ray.
Yeah.
Okay, he's making his season debut, I believe. So
Oh, yeah.
could be a good bet.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Dirtbike Nation says, Brian, if the Yankees win it all this season, you have to learn how to ride a bike.
I think that's a fair bet.
I'll teach you. I mean,
Really?
I haven't ridden a bike. Is it ridden or rode? I haven't rode a bike. Ridden a bike.
I think it's ridden.
Ridden sounds better. If it is rode, that's stupid. I like ridden better. But I'll teach you, even though I haven't ridden a bike in a while. Someone in the Discord said Alex Cobb is better than Cole. That's just wrong.
The only pitcher that's better than Cole is Jacob deGrom.
Brian, great minds think alike. Maybe they watch the stream and know his hate for Chick-fil-A. It's true. I mean, Brian, like you got to give him a fair shot.
Who? Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
I don't hate Chick-fil-A. I've never had it.
You said Popeyes was better, even though you've never had Chick-fil-A.
I never said Popeyes was better. I said Popeyes was good, and I've never had Chick-fil-A, so I can't say anything about that.
All right, just don't apologize to me. Let's see. Hot take: Higgy home run.
Ooh.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Okay.
I mean, I could see it just because, like, I could see Higgy like turning around a Robbie Ray pitch, just
the home run
pulling
stroker.
Because
Robbie Ray's a lefty, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense why Stanton's in the 2-hole then.
Yeah. Last time Higgy played was, I don't know if it was the last time he played, but when we were at Yankee Stadium, he hit a ball and it was like 2 feet away from going over the wall. Like Higgy has sneaky pop. Sneaky pop from Higgy.
He does.
Let's see. Do you know about that call from last night? Do you think it's going to happen soon rather than later to the Yankees? That call. Oh, the one.
The Phillies call?
Yes, the Phillies Braves. That was a brutal call, bro.
That was atrocious.
I mean, but the fact that like they go and review it and then they still don't overturn it.
No, it's the same thing with the Conforto leaning in, get hit by a pitch.
Did you see what Alec Boehm said when they asked him about it? Like, I thought his response was kind of fair. I mean, he said like the call in the field was that I was safe and that's all that matters. Like, what is he supposed to say? Like, yeah, I obviously didn't touch home plate. Like, I should have been out. I mean, yeah, I should have been. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't really care what he has to say. It doesn't matter.
How is it his? How are you blaming him?
I'm not blaming him.
No, but you're saying you don't care what he has to say.
I just don't care what he has to say. It's not up to him. They made the wrong call. It's not on him to say, oh, they got it wrong. It's on MLB to say we got it wrong. It's not his fault for scoring.
I just said I liked his response, Brian.
Okay, fine.
No one told you to go on a rant already. Let's see. Sup, guys? Been missing a few of your lives because I'm at work. Work comes first. Unhinged comes first sometimes. Let's see.
1A.
Brian, this is a great question. Brian, do you always make your bed or is it only for the lives?
No, I always make my bed. First thing in the morning, I get up, I make my bed.
That's such a lie.
It's very important to setting the tone for the rest of the day.
Sure. Actually, I took a speech class in college, and what we had to do was like it was a persuasive speech that we had to make in front of the class or whatever. One of the kids did it on like why you should make your bed every morning. And one of the things that he said was like there's like scientific research where if you make your bed like first thing in the morning, you just have a better overall day.
Yep.
You might be onto something, Brian.
It's true.
Swainer says Cole can give up a decent amount of long balls because he might get afraid to throw the curve or slider. Sanchez is a catcher and could throw too many fastballs in a row and become too predictable. I mean, I could see where you're coming from, but it's also like going back to what we said. He's gonna have to pitch to Gary in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That it's just as simple as that, and you don't want them to be like uncomfortable with each other when that point comes.
No, they need to pitch together now while they have the opportunity.
Hot
Wow, that's a
take.
hot take.
Cole no hitter today. I don't know if the Yankees would let him go for a no hitter.
I unless his pitch count is like 80 going into the ninth.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I'll give you $5 if you don't mention Chick-fil-A anymore today or ever. Cause like, bro, like, there's no chance we'll never mention Chick-fil-A again. I don't know like what kind of money would. The only way we wouldn't is if like Popeyes offers us like a sponsorship, you know.
That'd be fire.
But speaking of $5, shout out to you, Elvis, with the $5 dono.
Hey,
Appreciate you, my man. If the American League had pitchers hitting, Cole would have better numbers than DeGrom. What were Cole's hitting stats when he was with Pittsburgh? Were they good?
no idea.
No, I gotta look it up now.
I'm sure you do. Cole just seems like the guy that would hit pretty well.
Okay, so like for a pitcher, his hitting stats aren't that bad. In last year, he was in the NL was 2017. He batted 164 with a home run. Bro, he has 3 home runs in his career.
That's a Gary Sanchez stat line right there.
Bro, it's like better than Tyler Wade. No, if we're looking at this like realistically, in 2017, Cole batted 164. What did Gary bat last year? Like 147, something like that.
No, it was higher than that. I think it was
Are you
like
sure?
160. I think it was in the 160s.
Above 170. Hey, last year he batted 147, bro. He batted
really?
147 last year.
That low.
So 2017 Garrett Cole was
Cole
a better
been
hitter
the
than Gary.
backup catcher. And
I didn't know he was a decent hitter, but shout out to Garrett Cole. And also shout out to you, Elvis. Appreciate you again for the dono, my man. Chase Glover says, what up, Pat and Brian? Thoughts on this lineup? Is the ideal Yankees 1-4 order that they should stick to all year? I think so. Wondering what you think. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I really wouldn't be opposed to it.
yeah, I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't love Stanton and Judge back to back every game because there is that potential for that double strikeout like all the time. But I would like to see more of a like we talked about this before. I would like to see Hicks in the leadoff spot. Not now because he's been terrible. But if he gets going again, I'd like to see him in the leadoff spot, and I'd like them to move DJ down a little bit because he's the guy that's going to be driving in runs.
You know, I wouldn't be opposed like when Hicks is on. I wouldn't be opposed to Hicks 1, DJ 2, Judge 3, Stanton 4. Wouldn't be opposed to that at all.
Yeah, I would be on with that. I'd even probably prefer moving Stanton down a little bit, but those top 3 for sure. I'd love that.
Stevie with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, my man. He said today. So Brian, we can't mention Chick-fil-A anymore today.
Thank God.
Done with Chick-fil-A. Done.
Thank you,
but shout out to you, Steve, for the $5. Appreciate you, my man. Yo Elvis with another $5. Yo Elvis, you're a legend. Straight legend. You know, I could spell legend. Like that's one of the few words. LEGEND. Let's go.
Wow. That's a tough word to spell. I'm
I know.
proud of you.
He says no. I mean, if the AL had to DH. Confusion.
This has to do with Cole hitting, right?
If the before he said if the American League had pitcher hitting, Cole would have better numbers than DeGrom. I'm confused. The AL does DH. Does it mean if the NL had to DH?
I don't know. I think he meant if Cole had to pitch. I mean, if Cole had to hit. If Cole had to hit, sorry.
THG says, I think you all was talking about his pitching stats to where he is guaranteed out every game because the pitcher.
Thank
there
you.
we go.
Thank you for clearing that up.
No DH.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Gotcha. Thanks. Sorry about that, y'all.
That makes so much more sense.
We're stupid. Yeah. No. I think you're right because that isn't. It's a free out every once around the order.
No. Yeah. KG Baseball says, making my bed is just putting my comforter over my bed, leaving everything under it messy. Now, I don't want to say what that is back there. I mean, I'm
surprised. That looks better than it usually does.
No, I know. So if you would see like the other half of the bed, there's just like folded up like blankets and yeah, it's just scenery for the live. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Chase Glover with the $2 dono. Now he's kind of like counteracting Stevie's because donate $2.
We have to acknowledge it because it's it's a dono, but
I mean, I don't think Brian could answer it, but my favorite thing from Chick-fil-A, either the sandwich, that's kind of basic though. The tenders are underrated and the grilled nuggets underrated. Barbecue sauce and Chick-fil-A sauce, that's the way to go. Sorry, Stevie, I had to. Let's see. Griminator says, if Cole pitches lights out to Higgy, that is more important than having Gary's bat in the lineup, in my opinion. It's questionable. It's
Y-
debatable.
yes, but the point is, if there's a chance that Cole can pitch just as well as a Gary, we want Gary in the lineup. So why not give him the opportunity to pitch to Gary throughout the season and see if it works? If it doesn't work, then fine, fine. We can. If he's atrocious when he's pitching to Sanchez, but he's better when he's pitching to Higgy, then fine. Yes, let's have Higgy catch in the playoffs. But if they're comparable, no, I want Sanchez in the lineup.
Yeah. Brian, you worded it perfectly. Shout out to you.
Thanks.
Um, let's see. The 7, 8, 9 hitters in NL lineup versus AL lineup is lopsided. I mean, see, but this is exactly why I'm saying, like, I don't know why they would bring back the stupid ass runner on second base rule, but the
It's all
NL doesn't have
stupid.
the DH.
But
I don't get it.
there's another layer to it that people don't even think about is the fact that the AL gets better players sometimes because they know they can get a long contract and then DH towards the end of their contract. Like a Stanton contract, we don't see a lot of those in the NL. I know he came from the Marlins, yes, but like a lot of the times guys will say, "Well, I can't take a 10-year contract in the NL because in 7 years I'm going to have to DH only. I don't want to be playing in the field in 7 years." So they go
Yeah.
to an AL team. So that gives the NL a disadvantage as well. So why are there different rules in different leagues? It makes no sense. It's the same. It's all Major League Baseball. Like, come on.
You tell him, Brian. No, I mean, listen, I agree. Also, like, it hinders guys like Edwin Encarnacion,
Yeah.
Yoenis Cespedes. I mean, Yasiel
Nelson
Puig.
Cruz.
I mean, yeah, I mean Nelson Cruz is gonna get a job regardless, but it's like kind of like
Yes,
the
but like he's
lower
not.
tier DH types that like don't have a job because like they can only play in one league. You know what I mean? So it's I would if I were one of those guys, I'd definitely be frustrated.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey Brian, you know what? I listen to motivational speeches sometimes, and I've heard a few of them that says sometimes when you feel down, stuff like that, talks about making your bed to start your day right. So I'm with you, my man. I make my
It's
bed
true.
also. That's the first thing I do.
Yeah,
It's
man.
the
Little
thing.
tests like that, like cleaning your bathroom every once in a while, folding clothes and stuff like that, it just gets your head straight. So that's why I make my bed every morning.
Yeah. Swainer says you guys should do a watch party at some point, even just one. I was thinking about. All right, this is kind of weird. I was in the shower last night, and this was the first thought in my mind.
TMI.
Okay, that's like not even weird, but bro, like you never have like deep thoughts in the shower.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so like I was like, like I want to do something new. I'm like, yo, watch party,
That'd be
exactly.
fire.
So I'm thinking maybe Wednesday, because Wednesday's a day
Really?
game. Could try it out. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. I'll
How
let you
would we
guys
do
know.
that? Because we couldn't play the game, right? We'd have to. It would just be our reaction
Yeah,
to the game. Like you'd have
I
to
did.
watch the game separately, right?
Yeah, I did one with Derek, and what we did was like we were just like both watching the game,
Mm-hmm.
and we would have to like make sure our TVs are like synced up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah,
like,
that's tough.
yeah. Let's see. Hot take Geo Homer. That's not like that hot of a take,
He hit
especially
a
considering the day
bomb
he had
last night.
yesterday. Yeah, shout out to Gio Rochelle. Like, it's great to see him coming alive too, because he started off the season pretty slow.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, let's see. What up, Pat and Brian? We got Chabuzi in the chat. Shout out to
Hey,
Chabuzi.
what's up?
Appreciate you. Um, my point: why Cole's better? He faces better hitters. That
Yeah,
makes
no,
sense. When you
that,
put it like that, yes.
yeah. Sorry, we're stupid sometimes. We don't get what people are
Yeah,
talking
no,
about.
we're a little bit
But yeah,
slow.
no, it's a really
That's
good
okay.
point though, because I mean Degrom's getting a free out once through the order every time. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that Cole is a better pitcher because of that, but I think maybe the stats are a little bit lopsided.
fair enough. Um, Hicks is not that bad. I know he's struggling, but he ain't that bad. I think by the end of the season, his stats will kind of like meet somewhere in the middle. I don't think he's gonna stay this bad all year. There's no way.
Yeah, no, I'm a big Hicks guy. I think that we've seen the best of Hicks. I don't think that he's ever gonna return to that. What was it like that 30 home run season that he had?
I think he was
Was
like
that
28.
2018?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I don't think we'll ever get that again. But he's a much better player than what he's playing at right now. So he's got to get back to normal because this can't we can't do
yeah,
this.
yeah. I think he will too. I mean,
Yeah,
because it's mostly just like
it's
his
timing.
patience. Yeah,
It's his timing. He's not seeing the ball well. Once he gets enough at bats in, he'll come around.
yeah. Smooth J says, Pat, did you get MLB The Show 21? All right, this is something else I was thinking about in the shower last night. I was like, bro,
Wow, you take long showers, huh?
I gotta pre-order MLB The Show because it comes out on Friday. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
like that's something new for Twitch.
Trash game, but yeah, go on.
Okay, I listen, Brian. Okay, For those of you who do watch the Twitch streams, you know like we have a Royals franchise. I'm in game 2 of the ALDS now. We started game 1 yesterday after the post game. Brian, I shit you not. I have Luis Castillo on the mound. I give up 3 straight home runs to start the game.
It's because you suck.
I won the game though, so bite me.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Change your tune on me. Swainer says every grandpa on Uni DH. Wait, should I say this in like a grandpa accent?
Sure, go for it.
Baseball is America's past in history. And crap, why do I sound like George Washington?
I don't know.
And to crap on it by taking away one of the most essential rules would be a disgrace. All these young kids think they're cool. How do you scoff? Is that like, ha ha? There you go. Also, listen, if you want to write me a script on how I could be a grandpa on the facial hair policy, go for it.
Ooh,
or bad flips too.
That'd
I could
be
do a
good
grandpa
one.
of that.
Yeah.
Hot take: Frazier 4 for 4.
Ooh, that would be nice. That would be really nice.
Because bro, like I need Frazier to just be decent because I'll be sick if we see like Brett Gardner start again like tomorrow.
Could you imagine he goes like 0 for 4 today and they're like, oh, back to Brett Gardner.
They just need to like show more confidence in the dude. Like, you know what I mean?
They need to give him some time. Like you're not. Well, he had like what 3 bad games in a row. Like, okay, that happens. Let him get it straight.
Yeah. Yova says Hicks will never bat over 250 for the Yankees. I'm sorry. You know, if he did though, that would be perfect. Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze.
Even if he batted around 250, pineapple.
That might be my first ever sneeze on stream. Okay.
Even if he batted around 250, like that would be fine, because his OBP is gonna be around 400 anyway.
Yeah. Also, shout out to everybody in the chat who just witnessed that. I'm pretty sure it's the first time I ever sneezed on stream. So there you go. It's a landmark moment. It's a hallmark moment.
We're all,
You're blessed. You're blessed to be here. Hot take: Stanton and Judge combined for 900 combined feet on home runs tonight.
So is that 3 300-footers or is that like 2 450s?
I think 2 450s. That's not too outlandish to think about. 2 450 shots, why not?
Especially because they're homers, it's gonna be about 900 feet combined. Yeah.
They're in Dunedin too. That's all you need to know.
The ball flies in Dunedin.
Aaron Hicks is just a placeholder until a J Dom comes, in my opinion, bro.
Well, yeah.
J Dom is not a bad nickname, and I haven't heard that before. We might start using that.
It's better than the Martian.
Did you see his name, by the way? Schwainer. Not Swainer, it's Schwainer.
I like that.
I'm ready to watch Rougned Odor tonight. Bro, we talked about this before. I think tonight's kind of big for Rougned, Mr. Rougned Odor.
I always thought his name was Rough Ned.
Yeah, it's not. So don't call him Rough Ned. He'll be very offended. Okay. Chat, as you all know too, Rough Ned Odor, beautiful man. But yeah, no, I hope he does well tonight. Because listen, we know how much Jay Bruce struggled. And if Rougned Odor could be like the Yankees solution to that until Luke Voigt comes back, I'll be happy.
He doesn't have to be great. He just
doesn't have to suck.
Exactly. He's got to be better than Tyler Wade, worse than DJ LeMahieu. Somewhere in that area.
Exactly. Ruben says Hicks has the talent to outperform the 7-year $70 million, but he keeps trying too long from the left side. Man has his right hand swing looks so much more consistent. We've seen that. I feel like when he bats lefty, he gets like way too pull happy, way too home run happy. His right hand swing is much more like balanced, I guess.
Yeah, no, they were talking about that on the broadcast the other day, but it's true. We saw it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I told you first, but might have told you first. I don't know. Okay. That low-key sounded like a soldier in the Civil War or Revolutionary War.
Solid.
I mean,
that's what you were going for, right?
Yeah, kind of. Okay. I'm thinking Judge and Stanton will both hit a homer today. DJ will lead off with a hit, and Judge will go deep after Stanton Ks. I wouldn't be upset about that.
I'd be fine with that. That'd be awesome.
That's a nice sneeze. Mookie the GOAT. That's why you're the GOAT.
Let's get a rating for Pat Sneeze in the chat. All right, let's see.
All right.
From a 1 to 10, how do you rate Pat Sneeze?
I would say it was like a 7.
I was gonna give it like a 4.
All right. Well, I'd like to
Wasn't
see you
anything
sneeze better.
special. I could. Not on command, but when it comes around, I won't hold back.
I'll stick a feather in your nose.
Hey, that's weird.
Let's see. That
Oh, we
sneeze
got
was
some nines.
godlike,
We
by
got
the
a
way.
7.
All right, 11,
Oh,
100 million minus
they
10,
liked your
7,
sneeze,
7,
huh?
11, a 9, a 1.
Nicholas didn't like your sneeze.
Yeah, no, Nicholas was not a fan. 6.5, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, we got some decent scores. It's like the
Yeah,
X
all
Factor
right.
right here. American Idol.
Respectable.
7. I'll take it. I'll take what I could get, honestly. Rugnet Odor 2020 slash line 278 341 502. Oh, 2021. I was gonna say he had
I
like a
would
202
love
on
that.
base last year.
I would
Bro,
love that.
is this even possible for
I
Rugnet
don't think
Odor?
so.
I,
It's an
I don't.
OPS of 840. That's not happening.
I really don't think so.
But that'd be awesome.
Old man voice. You know, back in my day, we hit home runs. We would softly put the bat down, put our heads down, and jog around the bases with no expression. Thank you. Let's see.
Back when I
Chase.
was a kid.
Back when I was a youngin', I walked to school 5 miles with holes in my shoes. Odor is going to be the catalyst for the Yankees clubhouse. His energy is unmatched. He's going to be the Spanish Nick Swisher. That's a
like that.
good way of putting it.
I like that. You could see it last night though. He had that energy. Like he
No, I
got the dugout going. Like
He definitely has a
I
swagger.
dig it. I dig it.
I'm sorry, but I hate the Yes broadcast. They're so boring. You know, as the years have gone by, I found myself finding the Yes broadcast more and more boring as the
Yeah.
years go by. Bro, just give me some Ryan Ruocco energy in there. Matt Vasgersian.
Yeah, give Matt Vasgersian the bag.
Bro, it sucks because, like, if Fox Sports West could give him the bag, like, the Yankees easily could have done that. But, like, Michael Kay is going to be the Yankees play-by-play guy probably for, like, the next 30 years.
Until he's Sterling's age.
Yeah.
At least.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hot take. If Hicks hit only righty, he would have been an all-star consistently.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. Stan and Judge under 5 strikeouts. I'm gonna say under. Just because Robbie Ray's not that good of a pitcher.
Yeah, and
If we were facing Ryu, I'd probably say over.
I gotta say, man, standing against the lefty, I don't think he's striking out that many times.
Yeah, no, I mean, all right, over 5 would be like what? Like
2.5 each.
okay.
2 or 3 each.
It's
I think
possible.
That's a good spot.
That's
to
a
set
really
it at.
good. No, it's a really good spot.
I'm gonna go with the under. I'm gonna go with the under.
I'm gonna say under, just because I'm going
Yeah.
to this game like so optimistic.
Yeah, after yesterday,
Yeah,
I'm sold. I'm back in.
bro. Steven says we need to give Matt Vasgersian a Tatis-like contract. I would be so down. I mean, because here's my thing. It's like it's not like Matt Vasgersian doesn't want to take on any other projects, right? He could
Right.
call the Angels game and the Yankees game at the same time.
Well,
He's the type
they
of
play
guy.
at different times because the Angels play
Exactly.
at 10 p.m. So you could call the Yankee game and then do the Angels game remotely. Nobody watches it anyway.
Yes, bro, and the fact. Okay, you just had to throw like a little stab in there at the Angels, but I mean, when they play the Yankees too, it's like
Oh,
two birds, one
doubles
stone.
up. He gets a
Just
half
saying.
day.
No, but seriously, like
You know,
Matt
all the money that
Vasgersian is how old?
I don't know. He's pretty young. He's got to be in his early
40s
50s.
probably. Let's see, he is 53. Wow, he looks
Yeah.
really good for 53.
Yeah.
So let's say he continues this for what, like 20 more years, bro. He's
Yeah.
gonna go down as like an all-time great announcer.
Oh yeah. So the money that you were gonna give Judge, just give it to him.
Fair enough. Imagine if Ruocco and Vasgersian were both on the Yes Network often. Oof, bro, I would never miss a game. Bro, I would put full blast volume on. Love
Okay,
Ruocco.
what if it was those two, but Studio 21 every night?
Yeah, what? Paul O'Neill's not really on the games anymore, huh?
No, he always kind of was like in and out.
I felt like last year he was on like every game. Studio 21. Brian's in Studio 2. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see. We're the most boring team. No all jerseys, no last names, no mascots, boring colors, boring players, no beards, no long hair, most boring manager and staff. The
I agree
only
with
one
all of that except the last names.
Yes, Brian, you took the words right out of my mouth. Let's go. No, yeah, I would love alt jerseys. I mean, a mascot is
No
something like
mascot either. Yeah, I don't need a
it's not a
mascot.
deal breaker, but it's like
Yeah,
um boring colors that kind of goes with alternate jerseys.
yeah,
Boring players. I don't think our players are boring. I just think like maybe sometimes they could just have some more fun.
yeah.
Yes, I agree. No beards, no long hair. Bring that in. And most boring manager and staff. Yes, Aaron
Can you
Boone is the
imagine?
definition of like vanilla cookie.
Can you imagine a powder blue Yankees uniform? A powder
Oh,
blue alternate.
bro, like a
How
powder blue
fire!
with like the white NY. That's hot.
Or like a road uniform where it's like New York in gray across here with powder blue with like navy outlines on the New York.
Like spring training.
No, that would just be navy. I'm saying a powder
Oh,
blue away jersey
oh,
with
gotcha.
gray, navy and gray, like this, navy and gray New York.
No, yeah,
Across.
like who do we need to contact to make that happen?
Uh,
It makes me sick, like that the Yankees don't have it.
that would be so fire. Oh
Whatever,
my god,
bro. Because
I just
all
got so
like
excited.
every single team that has powder blue, the uniforms are just
They're
sexy.
so fire. Yeah.
Like when the Blue Jays wear those the powder is it powder blue? It's like a light blue,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
with
I
the
know.
navy hats, fire,
Oh,
fire. They had a mascot. It was a monstrosity. Yes, it kind of
yeah.
looked like we brought it up on stream
Terrifying.
one time.
Yes, it was terrifying.
Were you on?
Yes.
Okay, it kind of looked like Thurman Munson a little bit.
Well, just because it had a mustache?
Yeah, I think that's what they were. That's
No,
what
it
they were
looked like
going for.
Yosemite Sam.
Okay, a
Because it
little
has,
bit
like
too.
a ginger mustache.
That's the guy from Rudolph.
No, Yosemite. We did this. This is the exact
It was
conversation
just the
we
same
had.
conversation.
Yosemite Sam is from Bugs Bunny. You're thinking of
Wow, that's deja vu.
the other guy.
No, I'm thinking of Rudolph.
Yeah, no, I know
The-
who you're thinking of.
No,
I couldn't
'cause-
remember it last time either. But someone
No,
from chat brought
no,
it up.
Brian,
We'll
this is
figure it
the
out.
same exact conversation because
Someone
we
from
couldn't
chat will
remember
tell
who
us.
that was, and then chat told us. Annoying, bro. Yes, and Futai said I was sitting there, and Brandon reminds me of the conductor from the Polar Express, bro. Yes, okay, this is really strange right now. Darren O'Day needs to grow a mustache ASAP. It's like he could grow like an Eckersley mustache. Give me like a Handlemar mustache. Let's go.
That'd be hot.
Let's see. What do we got? I'll become a Mets fan if they get rid of Paul O'Neill. His comments are absolutely electric. You know who's
I
kind of
like-
grown on me?
I like O'Neal. I know you don't. You're not the biggest O'Neal fan.
I'm not
but
the
I like
biggest
O'Neal.
fan. But like, bro, Flaherty's kind of grown on me. I thought he was
Flaherty's
kind of
great.
boring in years past, but he's awesome. David
He's
Cohn's
great.
the best too.
Oh,
Love Cohn.
Coney is awesome.
But
And Ken Singleton,
yes,
we don't
bro,
get enough of.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure he's
look at that! Perfect
retired.
timing.
I'm pretty sure he's retired, but like,
Yeah.
I love Ken Singleton.
No, he's
Like,
retiring
he's awesome.
after this year, I think.
Oh, I thought he retired after 2019,
He
but he
only-
came back last year for a few games.
He only does I think didn't he do a game already this year? I think he does like one every once in a while.
Yeah. Wait, did we ever talk about this? Are they doing Players Weekend again this year? Because I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah,
I would like to see what those jerseys were because Adrian said maybe bring back the all black uniforms
Those
from
were
2019.
fire.
Those were fire. Love those.
I would love those as an alternate too. Whew.
Yeah. Cole will get 13 Ks tonight. All right.
Love
well,
that.
Jesse Dominguez is saying Cole's gonna get 13 Ks tonight. Let's make some predictions tonight. You have any hot
Okay.
takes?
Any hot takes? I think we see Cole. I think we see a gem out of Cole tonight. I think he goes 8 strong, less than 2 runs.
I'll take that. The hell.
Yeah.
I think Cole's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna be as good as his last start. Because his last start was the one against the Orioles, right? The
Yeah.
the stupidly good one. So I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go 7, give up 2 earned, and have 12 Ks.
Okay.
Solid
I'll
outing.
take that.
I'll take that any day of the
And
week.
the Yankees lose 2-0.
Yukon Cornelius.
Yes, there it is. Okay.
That's it. Nice. Yo, shout out to Daniel. Yes, Yukon Cornelius.
Love that.
Wow. All right, we got any final score predictions for tonight?
4-2 Yanks.
Okay. I'm going to say Yanks win 6-3. Yanks
Love
win
it.
6-3. Love
Love
to
it.
see that. Chase Glover with $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. We need the Charlotte Hornets announcer in baseball. Who's that?
No idea.
Do we know who the Charlotte Hornets announcer is?
Nope.
Looking him up.
No, the Charlotte Hornets are a basketball team, right?
Eric Collins. I gotta look. Oh, apparently he has a whole compilation on House of Highlights. His most hyped calls from the 2020 to 2021 season. I actually got to. Bro, I love good announcers. Like, I think, like, in sports, good announcers are so underrated.
Oh, yeah. They're so important
Like,
to the game.
especially, like, when big moments happen and stuff. It's because he gets super animated. I love that. Like, when Matt Vasgersian goes, like, Santa Maria, I love that. That's that. Like, I could fall asleep listening to Matt Vasgersian just screaming Santa Maria in my ear.
You love him.
I'll feel like I'm Christopher Columbus, bro. Santa Maria. That was one of the ships, right? The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Thank you.
It, sure.
I learned something in school.
I'm so proud of you.
All right, cool. Let's see. That is gonna wrap things up for the pregame today. Chat, we are gonna be live directly after the game. Probably like 5 minutes, give or take. You guys know the deal. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do know when we go live directly after the game. We're going live before and after every Yankees game this season. But also, chat, I'm gonna pop the link into the Discord. To the Discord, so you guys could join that. Bunch of people on there that talk about the game and stuff. So join the conversation on there. And yeah, want to meditate?
Yeah, of course.
Ready? 5-second meditation. 3, 2, 1, go. I just imagined a Judge Grand Slam.
Love that.
I'm not even gonna lie. Love to see that. But my final home run prediction. I think Judge homers, Clinton homers. Keep that in mind. Keep it in mind.
I'll think about it.
All right, chat. We'll see you guys directly after the game. Hopefully the Yankees win. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace.